We left off just outside of Melve, so let's go ahead and go in. That merchant right there, his name is Dudley. He actually has an important item called the Fulminous Shield. It's a spell tome needed for a side quest to get one of two maester abilities for the mage and the sorcerer. But I will show you where that NPC is, as well as there it should be a maester for the mage there as well.
Well met.
But this one right here is the spell tome you want. That should give us just enough to buy that tome.
Fulminous shield, eh? I picked it up in Melve after the dragon attacked. Can't speak for its contents, but it certainly looks valuable. Hope to see you again.
Our packs are heavier, and our purses far lighter.
He will travel
These
between.
were necessary expenses, mind. No
He will
use
travel
clinging to every
between
last coin.
between two places. He'll be traveling between the next town and here.
Shackled by a foul curse and robbed of all men. Hast thou forgotten thy destiny, thy charge? That is most unfortunate. But it doth not release thee from thy fate.
Can you hear me, sir? Sir, stay with me. Thank goodness. How are you feeling? This is the second time I've watched over you like this, isn't it? Pray, save your thanks. 'Tis only just that I should aid you in turn. After all, 'tis only by your courage that I live today. Had you not leapt between me and that dragon, I know you suffered for it. Such ghastly wounds. And I could not hear your heart beating. It was a miracle that you survived. Arisen? I'm afraid I don't understand your meaning. Does it have aught to do with why you were taken to the castle? They said 'twas so that your wounds could be treated, though I fear you have no memory of this either.
I am of the Border Watch. Someone with arisen-like abilities came to this village, horn in tow. Know you aught of this?
Has he come for you? We are to part so soon, then. Mayhap you will visit me again someday. Till then, take care. Arisen.
Ah, excellent. You must be the one. You match my soldier's description. I'm glad I found you. The ruler of Vernworth, currently convalescing in the capital, became arisen here in this very village. If you claim the same, then word must be borne to the capital. I dispatched a missive before coming here, though I doubt the matter can be settled without your presence. Would you be willing to accompany me to the capital? If you truly are arisen, you will be received with open arms. Oh, but forgive me. I scattered my soldiers in a bid to find you. I would not depart without them. We shall have to wait till they are reassembled. Come to think of it, Sir Leonard was asking after you as well. Mayhap now would be a good time to speak with him. Last I saw, he was having a drink at the inn.
What say we gather some information?
Okay, let's look around.
Wakestone shards are worth their weight in gold when one has enough of them to combine.
We ought to keep it with care, lest we lose it.
If I were your master, I'd not leave this unread.
Let's have a look then.
This is the ballista that they used to shoot down our griffin. But it's fairly common here that a griffin does show up and it lands about right in here. And we can shoot it with the ballista and we can kill it. We won't get there in time to get the loot, but we will get the experience points and the discipline points from it.
There are useful ingredients to be
There's
gathered
another
here,
traveling
I'll wager.
merchant here.
Shall we see if there's...
Well met. Looking to make a purchase?
Just sells food.
Much
Couple
obliged,
rings.
sir.
Next to targets, you can usually find specialized arrows. We have a new riftstone,
I'll make the best of it.
so we can update the pawns to our level now. The only pawn that levels up is our main pawn.
I enjoy tackling fierce foes, and
You can dismiss pawns and give them a gift.
I bid you farewell, Arisen.
It pains me to say it, but I've nothing to...
I'm not giving these ones a gift because they are
I thank you for the
NPC
chance
pawns.
to hone my swordsman.
If 'tis discipline your company lacks, I can provide. Twill be an honor to serve.
Should you wish to pick your foes off from afar, you need look no further than an archer, such as I.
You see, this one has a pawn quest. If I defeat a Cyclops, I'll get 3 harpy pinions.
It will be an honor to serve.
Shall we go and speak with Sir Leonard, Master?
This NPC has a quest.
If
You
you'll
can
be
go
so
buy her
kind
some
as to
fruit.
follow me, I shall take you to the one you seek.
A guide is most welcome.
Here's Sir Leonard.
Well met. You're the one who saved Ulrika's life, aren't you? She told me all about it. It was a very brave thing you did. I'm in your debt. Ulrika's as good as my daughter. Here, consider this a small token of my gratitude. Now, tell me, are you registered with a guild? Perhaps you already know this, but registering with a guild will grant you access to specialized training, which comes in very useful when pursuing a vocation. Well now, that won't do. You need only speak with the innkeeper to register. Go on, 'twill only take a moment. If there is aught you wish to know of vocations, mayhap I can advise you. Very well. There is no wrong choice in any case. It is entirely up to you which vocation you adopt. But I shan't take up any more of your time. Pray, be well.
So he is a maester. He has the master
Only
fighting
tomorrow
ability.
waited. I knew 'twas only a matter of time before your skills reached a new height.
There's no discipline.
Here at the inn, we also offer changes of vocation for those who seek. I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
So I'm gonna pick up the lightning boon. I'm going to give my pawn the ability to use fire attacks. And the core skill, Flurry of Kisses, which lets her wildly attack. You can't change the other pawn skills, but you can check them and see what they have before you hire them.
So this is where you've been. Come with me to the village entrance. The Watchhead's waiting for you.
We may benefit from pursuing the information.
That NPC also has a quest.
With you, Master. Shall we go to it? If you wish to meet with this person, I would gladly lead the way.
That hand above his head, it says, is kind of like a follow hand. They want me to come along.
We're here, and none the worse for wear.
Ah, you've returned. Good timing, too. I have questions for you. First and foremost, will you accompany me to the capital? My thanks. Are you ready to depart, or do you need some time to prepare? Good. Then let us be on our way.
So we're going to go to the capital. I know I didn't explore this area much, but we can come back to this area later. We're going to go to the capital first, and then we'll start with some exploring.
Goblins, Master! We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
See enemies up here, as well as a treasure chest on the hill.
That was superb, Arisen.
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
The Arisen is the lawful ruler of Vermont. So it has always been. To claim the title is to claim the throne. Yet, not all claims are true. Our kingdom sees many pretenders, and they are not dealt with lightly. There's truth to the point. Regardless, do well not to.
So you can see this guy fell asleep, so we can wake him up. They put about all the soldiers to sleep.
Stricken with sleep. Out from the sleep.
No harm shall come to you.
Put my main pawn to sleep.
No one can defend themselves when grappled like this.
if you wanted to go down this ladder here and go across the water, you go up to right up around that corner and you wrap around and you'll be back at that encampment that we started out. We'll take a small detour here.
Might we remove this hindrance somehow?
I'm ready to attack, Master. I would gladly be obeyed.
This is a little sightseeing place. Usually they have these statues have seekers tokens
From here.
and
It
gifts.
would be a good place to take stock of our surroundings.
Indeed, you are correct. Now, what might that be?
We ought to take a closer look.
You can look out for ambushes above. You can look for treasure below. My pawn must have fell off the edge. Okay, let's continue on.
I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along.
See, there's
You
the
can't expect
encampment.
gleaming treasures round every corner.
Right here, they're in process
Here a
of
moment.
building a new
I
bridge.
shall bid them open the gate.
Who's that you've brought with you, Watchhead, sir?
An arisen, by all appearances.
An arisen? Another pretender, you mean? I see the Sovereign's ascension has done little to stop such charlatans from plying their trade.
'Tis uncertain. This one commands the loyalty of the pawns.
What? Impossible. You know as well as I do that there can be but one arisen, and he's up in the palace.
I'm well aware of how preposterous the idea is, thank you. However, as I do not believe it my place to rule on such a matter, I will make my report to the captain. If the claim is false, we will be rewarded handsomely for our trouble. If the claim is true, however, who can say?
They're building a bridge to the
All's
encampment
been
from here.
arranged. Come, let us pass through the gate.
You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use.
An ox cart was meant to meet us, yet 'tis nowhere in sight. Aught may have befallen it. Best we press on.
We're just going to look around here real quick and get some easy loot.
Pray, allow me to open your chest.
Okay, let's continue on. Here's a riftstone. We can repair that. It gives us root crystals for doing so, rift crystals. Here's a campsite. They left a camping bag just for us to do a tutorial. So I'm going to put a marker right here. We're going to put that marker 2. If you go up here, there is a cave right there. It has some pretty strong enemies at the moment. We can't do anything about them. We'll most likely die, and so will the soldiers. But coming back there, we'll have some items for a quest that we want to do to obtain a maester skill.
Oof. My pack's grown rather heavy.
Perhaps 'tis time we return to our base of operations and deposited some of our finds.
Is everyone all right? More marks of the dragon's fury. Its rampage must have weakened the earth here.
I can see goblins already.
Here we go again.
We fight. To arms.
Sometimes it does unfortunately lock on to beast. That's fine now, they give meat.
I will protect you.
A lot of the times, if you keep going, they will sneak up on you. They'll see you from behind and quietly move in, and next thing you know, you're under attack. See more goblins up there in the rocks. Whole bunch of them. If you do want to do some easy farming right now, though, while we have all these soldiers at our disposal and our pawns, we pretty much have a small...
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
Thank you. I am in your
We
debt.
pretty much have a small little militia we can use to farm, explore safely.
find themselves with grapple like this.
And I mean, we're stacking up lots of money along the way. We're also leveling up our character. We're getting more skills.
Well spotted. I'm sure my master would be astonished to learn this is here.
We probably will get all our money back that we spent on those books. These would be handy. Explosive barrels. I'm just going to take one of these with us. If I don't blow myself up. Okay. On we go.
I dare say the cart shan't be traversing this.
You'll see pawns wandering roads.
On the road ahead.
You can hire them, or you can actually pick them up, and you can bring them to a fight. And they'll start fighting alongside you for free, without hiring them. But then after that, then they'll kind of run off, but it's an extra set of hands to help you fight. As you can see, there's harpies here. See, I doubt I can hit them, but...
You overtax yourself at your own peril.
You can go all the way up to level 999, but I would say that you would easily be able to beat this game at level 40, 50, 60. When you get to level 30, you're going to have an increase in power. It's going to be wild. You can see one of my pawns went down. I have a while to pick him up. But that's why you don't, if you're a ranged fighter like he was, you do not want to get up close and personal.
Well done, Master.
Rather high. It might be beyond our reach.
There's most likely more goblins around. Okay, that's Grieger.
A treasure chest.
Shall
we see if we can't make our way over to it?
There should be another treasure chest up here. You can break these totems. Sometimes.
I'll go and open the chest.
See, we have a free piece of armor, 1,500 gold. Sometimes these totems, if they have items on them, like fish, you can get fish from them and other things.
Hold fast, Arisen. I will be with you in but a moment.
Just going to connect this loop real quick to the map. Okay. As you can see, there's another campsite up here.
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
What's this? We're trapped.
There's our first Cyclops. He hurt himself. I love that. That's so cheesy.
Cyclops. To think we'd encounter one here of all places.
It's always good to look at your environment.
The force in this storage could be employed for our own ends.
So I can see that these rocks are ready to burst.
I imagined would be most beneficial in
This is a new mechanic in interacting with the environment. But you'll see that it cleared our path. If the Cyclops had been standing there, it probably would have knocked him over. That says if we grab its leg and we push, it'll fall over, just like that. When it's fallen over, you can do massive damage. It does take them quite a while to get back up. Of course, you want to strike the eye.
One of the targets my own master bade me that. I should like to see it done if you've no objection to it. I would be glad of your assistance.
Focus. A momentary decision is so ideal.
As you can see, that's about to fall over. Let's give him a little help with that.
Could you lend me a hand?
See, I completed Nemo's quest, so I got harpy pinions.
Twould seem I misjudged you. I had taken you for another Force Arisen. Goodness knows we see a lot of them. Yet the value you showed in coming to our aid has dispelled such thoughts. Give it to one of the sentinels stationed at the gates to the capital, and you'll be granted an audience with Captain Brandt. You're free to make your own way to the capital now. I see no need to keep you under constant watch, and I'm sure you'll breathe a little easier as well, aye? Of course, if you'd rather continue to accompany us, you are still welcome to join us on the ox cart. 'Tis your decision.
I would take him up on the ox cart, because we're only about halfway to Vernworth,
We are fortunate
and
indeed.
it's almost
This
nighttime.
is a rare find.
We shall have to think long and hard about what to do with it.
And there's our ox cart right there.
An ox cart ought to make...
Ah, here's the cart now. Do you intend to join us? Very well. Board the ox cart.
Now, if you join this ox cart, you're not going to get the updated map unless you stay awake the whole time. But it is a 50-50 shot. It's relatively safe. You'll get to places without fighting monsters most of the time. They have armed escorts, so if you do get attacked along the way, you don't have to fight alone. Just gonna give some items to my pawns real quick. That way I can lighten my load, so I can run again. So you just walk up in here and sit, and you can choose to doze off or you can stay awake.
I have a modest talent for spotting materials that can be used to enhance your equipment. I can even mark them on your map.
You'll see pawns will approach you to be hired. Some you can hire for free, some are higher level cost rift crystals. So for our sake, I'm just going to doze off because it is a very, very slow way to travel. I heard goblins, so we did get attacked.
Goblins!
Okay, so I'm gonna get up and we're gonna defend the cart. This cart can be destroyed by monsters. If it gets destroyed, you will have to walk the rest of the way.
That's it!
Seems we drove them off. You've my thanks for aiding us. Vernworth isn't far from here. Will you join us the rest of the way? All right. Into the ox cart, then.
Here's another traveling merchant.
I was informed of your coming would be arisen.
Captain Brandt, this individual summoned a pawn through a rift stone. Several witnesses can attest to it. Though I admit I had my doubts at first. It would seem this is no mere deceiver.
This one's not a bad sort. Saved our hides on the way here.
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only be one arisen. That arisen now resides within the palace. Indeed, he is our sovereign and the rightful ruler of Vermont. It follows, therefore, that this ruffian before us is naught but a pretender. You must submit to questioning. If you value your life, you will not attempt to flee. I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand watch outside. I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty. If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender. lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes. Then you have truly lost your memory? In that case, mayhap I ought to explain the situation before we proceed. You, and no other, are the Sovereign, the only legitimate ruler of this kingdom. Some days past, you confronted the dragon in the village of Melve, whereupon you became arisen. The people rejoiced, for our true liege had finally appeared, ending Ramon's long years of council rule. Yet, not all celebrated your coming. Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous council, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the council's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to her own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds, in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and sell you to Batal as a slave. Following that, she prepared a replacement to serve as the Sovereign in your stead, a mere puppet. However, with your Majesty returned, I have no intention of twiddling my thumbs as Disa plays her games. I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray, visit me a night in a tavern that we might discuss them. This one's cleared of all suspicion, and has my permission to remain in the capital. You are to trouble the good sir no further. Are we clear?
Pray forgive me, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Consarn it! Get back here! You there! Did you see an urchin in a cap run past just now? Can you tell me which way he went? Many thanks. I'll catch that wretch yet.
You're a kind one, aren't you? 'Twould seem I am in your debt. In fact, there's aught I would ask of you if you've the time to spare.
Aha! There you are!
Oh, apologies, but our chat will have to wait. Till next we meet. Farewell.
We're going to stop right here for this episode today, and I will post the next one soon. If you like the content and you thought it was okay, like, share, and subscribe, and I will try to get another episode out by Wednesday.